Welcome to freebellydanceclasses.com. We are here for another video. Today we're going to actually learn a fun walking shimmy. Somebody actually sent me a video on YouTube and said, teach me how to do this one. And if you look at the video closely, it actually was more of a, let me show you first the move, because I'm really bad at describing little things like that. But it was something that looked like this, okay? The dancer had one foot in front of the other, up on the toe, and then she was walking like this. Okay? You probably have seen this move so many times in the past, and a lot of dancers do it without even thinking about it too much, but I'm sure a lot of people are like, how can I do that? So let's break that down. Basically what's happening are two things here. There is the shimmy, and then there's a little hip push with the glutes in the back, okay? If you think about it that way as being two moves, then it's easier to learn. So what we're going to do is break down those moves first. We're going to learn one at a time. So the key here is the footwork. I want you to just kind of learn how to walk like this. You know, one foot in front of the other, but both are on your toes. You're both on your toes. You're both on your toes. Both of your feet are up on your toes. That's what I mean. So one foot in front of the other, and you're walking like this. Now, don't even worry about the shimmy. All you got to focus on is every time you take a step with the back, push, push. Just give yourself a nice little push. And really it's exactly the same footwork, but what you're doing is you're kind of shifting the weight a little bit more to the back. So shift the weight, never drop the heel here. The entire time you're walking around with this move, try not to drop your heel. So just push your hip back and step, back and step. And you can just learn it in the same spot. You don't have to walk around with it. Do it like this first, and then when you feel comfortable, then walk, 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 anywhere you want. Basically, every time you lift and drop that foot, it's your chance to walk. You can do it sideways, you can do it around in a circle. Okay, just make sure you push that hip a little bit to the back. Now, how do you create a shimmy after that? Well, it's kind of like, actually almost feels to me like a one-legged choo-choo shimmy. You know, if you remember the choo-choo shimmies where you're up on your toes and you're doing your choo-choo shimmies like this. Kind of like that, except that you start it with a little bit of pressure against the floor. And with that step, you're actually shaking from the knee. That's what you're trying to create, that move from the knee. Okay? So every time you step, you're shaking. So the front and the back. Front, back, back, back. And I'm just going to repeat that a little bit. Don't even think about the hip, push back. What you're going to find just by doing this, so you shake the front, shake the back, shake the front, shake the back, shake the front, shake the back, shake the front, shake the, and then you just kind of walk with it a little bit. It kind of feels awkward in the beginning. You might look even funny doing it. But just to get a feel, it's actually easier than it looks like. That's what I'm trying to communicate here too. So once you get that feel of like that shimmy in the front and the back, what I want you to do is, while you're doing that shimmy in the back, you're pushing your hip back at the same time. You're doing that little hip push back, okay? So you're shimmying back and you're pushing, and then forward shimmy, shimmy push, forward shimmy, shimmy push, forward shimmy, shimmy push, forward shimmy, push, shimmy, push, shimmy, push, shimmy, push, shimmy. And it's not a big push, as you can tell, but it's small enough to do fast and big enough to see, okay? But we don't want to go all the way out, because then you can't shimmy at the same time. Okay, so you shimmy the front, shimmy the back and push it. Shimmy the front, shimmy the back and push, okay? Once you feel like you get used to it, move around fast. And try to exaggerate the back part. There we go. So, it's going to take you some practice. So, feel free to repeat this video again from the start. Walk it again. And if you still can't get it, do it again, because it's not really you. It just takes practice. You got to get that feel. In your feet, in your knees, in the hip, all put together. Combining all the three moves is the hard part, but learning separately is not that bad. So make sure you learn them separately first, okay? So that is the walking toe shimmy with the hip bump in the back. I'll see you guys next time in the next video. In the meantime, make sure you check out our website, freebellydanceclasses.com. Bye!